Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Chapter 89.
We're stepping into a really high-stakes moment, Zhuge Liang's long campaign against the Nan Man.
Right, the southern barbarians.
Exactly. So let's start where the campaign almost died right at the beginning. The West Air River. The river itself, okay, the current wasn't the main issue. ZL's engineers hit this immediate paradox. They try to cut down timber to build rafts, the standard approach.
Sure, makes sense.
But the wood immediately sinks. The source describes it perfectly. Oli neo main. Its wood, upon reaching the water, all sinks.
Which is just baffling, right? If you're ZL's engineer, your basic physics is failing you. Standard solutions are useless right out of the gate.
Talk about a showstopper. It completely highlights how vulnerable Zhuge Liang is when he's operating outside his known territory, away from familiar resources.
That's a staggering logistical problem. Your whole campaign could just stop right there.
And this is where that local intelligence becomes absolutely priceless. Zhuge Liang's ZL turns to Liu Kai, his advisor who knows the region.
Liu Kai. Crucial figure here.
He provides the key insight. Upstream, there's a mountain just full of bamboo. And not just any bamboo. Some pieces are several measures in circumference. Huge, buoyant stuff.
So the solution wasn't better engineering of the wrong material. It was finding the right material, based entirely on local knowledge, something ZL couldn't possibly have known sitting back in Shu.
Exactly. So ZL immediately shifts gears. He deploys, 30,000 troops?
30,000, yeah. A huge number just for resource gathering.
To fell millions of these bamboo rods and float them downriver. Then they construct this incredible floating bamboo bridge, a Zhuge, over 10 zhang wide.
Which is what, roughly 100 feet wide, maybe more?
Easily. A massive, secure crossing built practically overnight. It shows ZL could adapt his engineering on the fly, which is brilliant.
And it really underscores how critical it is to blend that military planning with rapid engineering and, crucially, listening to the local experts.
Right.
But ZL didn't just storm across once it was built. He immediately used the river and this new floating bridge, the Fuqiao, defensively, set up a fortress camp on the north bank.
Like using the river as a moat and the bridge as the gate.
Precisely. Earthworks like a city. This secure base then becomes the launching point for the whole psychological game that follows.
Which brings us straight to the fourth capture. Yeah. Menghuo finally arrives, absolutely furious, leading hundreds of thousands of Nan Man troops.
The descriptions are something else.
Aren't they? Menghuo, in rhinoceros leather armor, red helmet, riding this red-haired ox.
Yeah.
And his soldiers, nearly naked, operating on pure rage.
Yeah, raw fury. And ZL spots this immediately. He calls it their mad malice, their Kuang E Zhenshen.
He knows it's too high energy, too undisciplined.
Exactly. They're overeager, running on adrenaline. So ZL, sitting calmly in his carriage, refuses to engage, tells his own generals, who are getting impatient,
Understandably,
that they have to wait. Let the enemy's spirit flag, let their discipline start to fray. Strategic patience.
Ultimate strategic patience. So after several days, ZL sees it. He notes their lassitude, dushidai. They're getting bored, sloppy.
And now it's time.
Let's unpack this feigned retreat, because the layers here are fantastic. It wasn't just about catching Menghuo again.
No, it was about humiliation. Proving ZL could beat him without even needing a big battle. Publicly showing him up.
It's deception on top of deception, right?
Yeah.
And it plays perfectly into Menghuo's own paranoia about ZL always using tricks.
ZL uses Menghuo's own bias against him.
So the trick has these key parts. First, the bridge switch. Made gets secret orders. Retreat across the river, immediately dismantle that huge bamboo bridge, and then float it way downstream.
Creating a crossing point for Zhao Yin and Wei Yan's flanking forces later. Brilliant logistics again.
Isolates Menghuo on the south bank and uses the solution to the first problem, the bridge, as the key part of the trap.
Then comes the psychological hook, Zhang Yi's role.
Right. Leave behind hundreds of grain carts, maybe some broken stuff, and keep fires burning in the abandoned camps. Du Shedong Hung. Lots of lights and fires.
Make it look like a hasty, maybe panicked retreat, but just enough order to make Menghuo suspicious, but ultimately misinterpret it.
And Menghuo totally bites. He sees the fires, the abandoned stuff. His brother Mengyu is cautious. He's like, wait a minute.
But Menghuo dismisses him. He's convinced ZL must be fleeing because of some emergency back north. Maybe Wei or Wu are attacking Shu.
He assumes the fires are just a weak bluff, doubtful soldiers. So he pursues, sets up camp near the north bank, and starts figuring out how to build his own raft across.
He completely missed the real signals. ZL's retreat, while looking hasty with the fires, was actually quite orderly in other ways.
Then, boom, fire, drums erupting from the flanks. Zhao Yun, Wei Yan, they've crossed downstream using the repositioned bridge.
The trap springs. Menghuo panics, realizes he's surrounded, tries to flee through the back roads.
Runs right into Zhao Yun. Then Mandai cuts off another route, loses almost all his men.
In pure desperation, he just charges towards where he thinks ZL is.
And this is the final, just exquisite humiliation. He's charging ZL, who's just sitting there calmly in his little carriage.
Watching the whole thing unfold, probably smiling.
Only to fall straight into a hidden pit, a Xiankang, and Wei Yan nabs him.
Captured. The 4th time. Entirely through misdirection, logistics, and exploiting Menghuo's own psychology.
But then here's where you really see ZL's bigger strategy kick in.
Absolutely. He doesn't just punish everyone. He immediately releases the captured rank-and-file Nanman soldiers, the chieftains.
Gives them food and wine, sends them home grateful.
Showing mercy to the population, building that potential future loyalty, while keeping the pressure squarely on the leadership.
And that pressure is intense. He brings in Menghuo, the brother.
Yeah, and really shames him. Basically says, your brother's been caught 4 times, how can he still be so blind? But then releases him.
To go back and advise Menghuo, ensuring that message of ZL's seeming invincibility, his mastery, gets right back to the king. It's psychological warfare.
Then Menghuo himself is brought in. ZL pretends he's finally had enough, orders his execution.
And Menghuo is just pure defiance. Stands tall, says ZL only wins because he uses these specialized tricks. Zuan Shigunji demands to be released again so he can get his revenge.
Now, wait a second. Is Menghuo wrong? ZL did just use a trick. A brilliant one, but still a trick. Does that undercut the whole winning loyalty thing if the guy just thinks you're constantly deceiving him?
That's the brilliant tension of it. ZL knows it was a trick. Menghuo knows it was a trick. But ZL also knows Menghuo's pride won't let him submit as long as he believes ZL only relies on deception.
Ah, so ZL needs to beat him in a way that can't be called a trick.
Exactly. So ZL laughs it off, releases him again. But this time, he sets the condition, the binding promise. If I capture you a 5th time,
you have to surrender completely. No more excuses.
And Menghuo, still furious, still confident he can counter mere tricks, agrees instantly.
Okay, so ZL understands now. The next encounter has to be different. It has to be in an arena where tactics and deception are nullified, where ZL has to overcome something elemental.
And that elemental test is coming, and it is brutal. Menghuo retreats south, way south, to Tulong Cave, Tulong Dome.
Hosted by King Duosi, Dumsita Wang.
And this introduces a completely different kind of defense, one based entirely on, well, poison and geography.
Duosi's plan is genius because it dictates everything. It takes away ZL's choices. He advises Menghuo block the safe path.
Right, the easy northeast route. Flat ground, good water, block it completely with wood and stone, make it impassable.
Forcing ZL onto the only other route, the northwest path.
And this path is a nightmare. Narrow, treacherous mountains, crawling with poisonous snakes, scorpions.
And worse, covered in toxic smoke and miasma, especially from dusk till midday. Can't even travel safely for half the day.
And the water. Critically, the water is entirely undrinkable. This road is so notorious, the text says only the legendary Han General Fubo, ages ago, ever managed to get through it.
It's basically a perfect natural defense. It weaponizes the environment itself, using things ZL's Northern Shu forces have absolutely no experience with, no immunity to.
It's passive, it's chemical, it's geographical. You can't outmaneuver a mountain range. You can't trick toxic gas.
ZL's usual playbook is useless here.
And the crown jewel of this natural fortress, the 4 poisonous springs, this isn't just, don't drink the water. This is guaranteed death. Mass casualties waiting to happen.
Okay, let's break these down because they are horrific.
First, the dumb spring. The Gangquan. The water supposedly tastes sweet, inviting.
Deceptive.
Totally. You drink it, you lose your voice, you become mute, and then you die within 10 days. Internal sabotage disguised as refreshment.
Grim. Okay, what's next?
The extinguishing spring. Miaquan. This water is hot, like boiling soup.
So you wouldn't drink it?
Probably not.
No.
But imagine you're hot, feverish from the miasma.
Yeah.
You try to bathe in it, cool off.
Oh, no.
Your skin and flesh literally rot off your bones, leading to death. It weaponizes basic hygiene against you.
A biological horror show. Okay, third.
The black spring. Haiquan. This water looks perfectly clear, looks safe.
But it isn't.
Not even close. Just slashing it on yourself, washing your hands. Your face causes your hands and feet to turn black. Then swift death. Accidental contact is lethal.
Unbelievable. And the last one?
The soft spring. Roquan. This water is ice cold, like shockingly cold. You drink it, It shows your throat instantly. But then your whole body becomes weak, soft like cotton. You lose all strength, basically collapse, leading to death. Deadly hypothermia combined with total incapacitation.
Wow, each one a unique, inescapable death trap.
King Duosi basically guarantees it. He tells Menghuo, if Zhuge Liang takes that northwest road, even if he has 1 million soldiers, they'll all be destroyed without us lifting a single knife.
Menghuo must have been ecstatic. Finally, a defense Ziel's tricks can't possibly overcome. Nature itself will deliver his revenge. The sources say, basically, scorching summer heat, Kongming's pushing his army south. Menghuo, he's already been caught 4 times, right? So he pulls back to this place called Tulong Cave and basically locks down the main paths.
Forcing Kongming's hand. He has to find alternative routes, these smaller, less-known paths. He sends out a scouting party led by Wang Ping. They've been marching. They're hot, thirsty, and they find this beautiful, clear spring.
Exactly. It looks perfect. So naturally, they drink. A lot. But when they get back to the main camp...
Disaster. They can't speak.
Yeah.
At all. Just pointing at their mouths, terrified.
Yeah. Immediate, severe poisoning. It's a massive blow, and not a single enemy soldier was involved. It's the land fighting back.
Kongming, he sees this, goes to the spring himself, and the sources give this really chilling detail, the silence. No birds, no insects, just dead silence around this clear water. He knows something is deeply wrong here.
Absolutely. He's facing this huge environmental threat, could lose the whole army right there. So he looks for answers, finds this old temple nearby. It's dedicated to a Han general, Ma Yuan, who'd supposedly pacified the region centuries ago. Kongming prays there, basically asking for help.
And he gets a response.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Well, according to the narrative, yes. An old man appears, says he's the local mountain god, sent by Ma Yuan to guide Kongming.
Wow. Okay, so the mountain god explains what's going on.
He does more than that. He reveals the full scale of the problem. It's not just one poison spring. There are 4. 4 distinct deadly springs protecting the area. It's almost like a supernatural defense system.
4. Okay, that's bordering on mythological. What are they? What did each one do?
Right. It's laid out very specifically. First, the one they already found, the dumb spring. Causes muteness, like they saw. Then death within days.
Okay.
Then there's the soft spring. This one's incredibly cold water. If you drink it, you lose all body heat, become weak, and just die.
Jeez.
Third is the black spring. You don't even have to drink this one. Just splashing it on your skin makes your hands and feet turn black, and then you die.
That's horrific. What's the last one?
The annihilation spring. It's boiling hot water. If you bathe in it, thinking you'll get relief from the heat, your skin and flesh just peel off. Leads to death.
This is nightmarish. It's like biological and chemical warfare, but natural. Or maybe supernatural.
It really blurs the line, doesn't it? And the god wasn't finished. He also warns about the air itself. The whole area is filled with this thick, poisonous miasma, zhang qi. Travel is only safe during a very specific window.
Let me guess, not very long.
Nope. Only between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. That's it. Try to move outside those hours, the god says, and the miasma kills you instantly. Kongming is completely boxed in.
Okay, so he knows the threats now. Did the mountain god offer any solutions, any hope?
Yes, thankfully. The god directs him to a specific place, the Valley of 10,000 Peace, or Wan Onyx. He tells him to find someone called the Hidden Hermit of 10,000 Peace. This hermit apparently holds the key.
The hermit, right. So Kongming finds him.
He does. And the hermit's place has the antidote, the happy spring. The soldiers who drank from the dumb spring just drink from this happy spring and bam, they're cured instantly.
Amazing. But what about the miasma and the other springs? They still need to move the army.
Good point. The hermit had that covered too. He tells them bathing in the stream near his place, the Wan Onyx itself, cures any sores from bad water or early miasma exposure. And even better, there's this herb, scallion leaf rue, right? Chewing its leaves protects you completely from the miasma.
Okay, so that's the practical solution. Now they can move freely, right? But who was this hermit? Did he reveal himself?
He did. After helping them and apparently recognizing Kongming straight away, the hermit tells him his real name, Mengji.
Wait, Mengji, as in related to Menghuo?
Exactly. The hermit is Menghuo's own elder brother.
No way.
Yeah.
So why is he hiding out here helping his brother's enemy? What's the story?
Well, Mengji explains it very clearly. He says he basically disowned his family. He fled and changed his name because his 2 younger brothers, Menghuo and Mengyu, were, in his words, wicked. They refused to submit to, proper imperial rule, Wanghua, and he couldn't stand by it. He chose his principles over his family.
That's quite a statement. What did Kong Ming make of that?
He was deeply impressed. So impressed, he actually offered to recommend Mengji to the emperor, make him a king or a high official.
And Mengji
Flatly refused. Said he'd escaped the world of power and ambition years ago and had no desire to go back. He valued his peace and integrity more.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? That clash between, I guess, moral conviction and family loyalty, especially during wartime.
Definitely. So, okay, the poison and miasma are sorted, thanks to Mengji. But there's still a logistics problem.
Water, right. They can't just drink from any old stream.
Exactly. Mengji warns them that even normal-looking surface water can be dangerous because of, poison from willow pollen or something similar. He advises them, dig wells, deep wells.
Sensible advice. So they start digging.
They do. The army digs. 20 wells, maybe more, deep ones. And they find nothing. Every single well is completely dry.
Oh, no. After everything, now they're facing death by thirst. The morale must have just plummeted.
Totally. Panic starts setting in. They've beaten the magic springs, beaten miasma, and now they're going to die of simple thirst. Kong Ming sees this. He knows tactical genius isn't the answer here, so he sets up an altar, burns incense, and prays directly to heaven.
What did he say? What was the appeal?
It was pretty direct. He basically said, look, if the mandate of heaven hasn't run out for the Han Dynasty, if our cause is just, then we need water. Now. Otherwise, he said, he and his entire army would rather die right there than retreat in failure. It's a huge gamble on, faith or destiny.
Did it work?
The very next morning, every single one of those 20-plus wells was brimming with fresh, sweet water. Ganquan, the text calls it.
Wow. Okay, whether you see that as a miracle or just, incredibly good timing hitting the water table, it worked. It saved the army.
It absolutely did. Morale restored. They finally have safe water. They're protected from miasma, and they can advance towards Menghuo's stronghold, Tulong Cave.
So Menghuo and his main ally there, Duosi, they must have seen this, right? The Shu army just marching through unharmed.
Oh, they saw it. And they were baffled. Duosi apparently just stares and says something like, they must be a divine army. They couldn't understand how Kong Ming was overcoming these natural defenses.
Just as they're trying to figure out what to do, though, something else happens, an unexpected arrival.
Right. Reinforcements arrive, but for Menghuo, it's Yang Feng, the chief from Silvermine Cave. He shows up with, get this, 30,000 troops clad in iron armor, plus his 5 sons, all warriors.
30,000, that's huge. That must have felt like salvation for Menghuo.
Absolutely. Menghuo is overjoyed. He thinks his luck has finally turned. He throws this big celebratory feast for Yang Feng and his sons.
Okay, I feel like I know where this is going. Feasts in these stories rarely end well for the host.
You got it. During the feast, Yang Feng suggests some entertainment. He brings in a troupe of female dancers, Menghuo, who perform this elaborate knife and shield dance. Everyone's watching, captivated.
The perfect distraction.
Perfect. While Menghuo and his brother Mengyu are distracted, Yang Feng signals 2 of his sons. They go forward, pretending to offer ceremonial wine to Menghuo and Mengyu. As the brothers reach for the cups, Yang Feng shouts an order. His sons grab Menghuo and Mengyu, seizing them instantly. Duosi gets nabbed in the confusion, too.
Whoa! Betrayal. Just like that. What about the dancers?
The sources mention they sort of moved to block anyone trying to interfere immediately. It was well planned. Menghuo is screaming, how could you betray your own people?
And Yang Feng's reason. It wasn't just ambition.
Nope. Yang Feng explains very clearly. He says his family, his sons, his nephews, they owe Kong Ming a massive debt. Hu Mengzian, a life-saving grace. Kong Ming had apparently saved their lives sometime earlier. So, this betrayal of Menghuo, it was Yang Feng repaying that debt of honor to Kong Ming. Loyalty trumped tribal alliance.
Incredible. So that's the 5th capture. Not through battle, not through magic's flows, but through past kindness leading to present betrayal.
Exactly. Kong Ming leveraged a past good deed into a strategic victory. Menghuo is brought before him, captured yet again.
And is he finally ready to submit? 5th time's the charm.
Not a chance. He's furious. He basically tells Kong Ming, this doesn't count. You didn't beat me. Yang Feng betrayed me. It was internal politics. He's completely defiant.
Still blaming everyone but Kong Ming's strategy or, his own repeated failures.
Pretty much. And then he does something really bold. He issues a challenge to Kong Ming. He says, look, the only way I'll ever truly submit is if you capture me at my ancestral home, Silvermine Mountain, Yin Kangshan. He boasts about its defenses, 3 rivers, strong passes. says it's impossible.
He's basically daring Kan Ming to attack him in his strongest position after being captured 5 times. That's gutsy. Or maybe foolish.
Or desperate. Maybe he thinks it's his only chance. Kan Ming just laughs. He accepts the challenge, and then, true to his pattern, he releases Menghuo again, lets him go, along with Mengyu and Duosi, gives them fresh horses, supplies, the works.
This strategic mercy, it's got to be messing with Menghuo's head, right? Constant capture, constant release.
It's definitely part of the psychological game.
Yeah.
But this time, the release comes with something new, something much darker.
What's that?
Kan Ming gives him a final warning. He says, basically, okay, go back to Silvermine Mountain, but if I capture you again a 6th time and you still refuse to submit, it won't just be you who pays the price. I will exterminate your entire 9 clans, Jingzhu.
Whoa. Okay, the 9 clans. That sounds serious. What exactly does that entail? That's not just him and his brother, is it?
No. It's total annihilation of the lineage. It traditionally includes 4 generations up through your paternal line, 3 through your maternal line, and 2 through your wife's line. Everyone connected. Your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, children, grandchildren, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, in-laws. Everyone. Wiped out.
So Kan Ming just escalated from strategic mercy to threat of complete dynastic extinction.
Precisely. The game just changed entirely. Mercy is off the table if Menghuo defies him again. He's driving Menghuo back to that specific location, Silvermine Mountain, but now with the ultimate consequence hanging over his head.